My wife, I think she has a couple of years. Well, I would say a couple of years. How soon can she actually apply for her citizenship? That's the first question.
What are you, I don't know what you mean by your wife has a couple of years. How soon could she apply for citizenship?
Well,
does she have a green card?
That's the wrong question. Yes,
she has a green card. How long has she had a green card?
Yes, over 4 years.
Okay, so when is the 5-year anniversary of her having a green card?
I know it's sometime this year. I'm not certain. I'd have to look at the card itself.
All right, so she can apply 90 days before the 5-year anniversary.
All right, second question is, can I be on her insurance?
Yes.
Can I also, in the state of Connecticut, I know they also give you an immigrant license. Would it be a problem if I applied for one?
I don't know what's an immigrant license. I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?
They say a non-immigrant, for example, I'm out of status.
Right.
Would it be a problem if I applied for a license?
I don't think you're going to get a driver's license being out of status, but if you can try and do it legally, by all means.
Okay.
But I don't think you're going to get it.
All right.
As far as I'm aware, there's no states doing it anymore. All right. But what should happen is this: your wife is a resident. She should file a visa petition for you right now, and 90 days before the 5-year anniversary, she should file for her citizenship. And then once she becomes a citizen, adjust your status, and we can help you. So hold on one second, okay? That's what should happen.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Let's go to Adam in Boca Raton, Florida. Adam.
Hey, Brett. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Good. So I'm a green card holder. Filed for my wife, I-130, 2016. It wasn't approved until 2017. At that time, she was on the H-1B, and she left, right? Mm-hmm. So when she left now, I-130 ended up being approved 2018, after she already left.
Right.
So now at that time, 2018, she worked 4 months for an American company that was paying her while she was back home.
She's eligible for her green card. The priority date is current. Where are you at with the I-130?
Now, after they approved the I-130, they did the 824, so we're still waiting on that one to get approved.
All right. So I think you need a lawyer at this point because you filed the I-130 for her to adjust her status here rather than back in her home country. The I-824 takes 6-9 months. You're going to wait another year and change. I think you're going to need a lawyer to get involved. So hold on one second.
We already have one, but my question is this.
Okay, well, then he's doing a wonderful job.
Because she worked. Because she worked for 4 months for an American company while she was back home, and the paycheck was coming from here. She's going to file taxes for 2018. So the question is, should we do joint or separate? Because she doesn't live here anymore.
You can do a joint, or you can do married filing separately, whichever one works better for you.
Okay.
All right.
Which one do you prefer?
I like joint, but whatever you'd like to do.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. But if your lawyer filed an I-130 and your case ended up having to do an I-824 after that, that means the lawyer screwed up, but he didn't want to hear.
Right.
Because that means the lawyer said that that the woman's going to get a green card here in the United States. Mm-hmm. So they had the I-130 approval sent to the local office. And now that she's back home, you have to do an I-824 to transfer the case from the local office to the National Visa Center, which takes 6-9 months. Right. Meanwhile, her priority date's current. Mm. So she's eligible for a green card right now, and they're still waiting on an I-824.
Still waiting.
But he didn't want to hear. Deborah in Phoenix.
I have a couple of questions. I have my fiance that is, he was petitioned by his parents that are residents. He has 2 siblings that are citizens. I was wanting to know about vacating criminal convictions.
Well, I'm confused. Your fiance is being petitioned by his parents, and what'd you say by birth?
This was back in '87. He was petitioned by his parents. He was granted his permit, but in '87 he was arrested for drugs.
Okay, where is he now?
He's in Mexico.
Why is he in Mexico?
Back in 2017, he was pulled over with a friend, and...
Is he deported?
Yes.
All right, and he was convicted of drugs. How old was he when he came to the United States?
Oh, God, I think like 14,
okay,
maybe.
Were his parents citizens before he was 18?
No, they're still residents.
All right, so, yeah, if you have a drug conviction and you're deported, you're not coming back unless they made an error on his deportation case, which I don't know. But he certainly has lots of issues. So he's going to definitely need, me to review his records and see what we can do to help him, especially if he's in another country right now. So hold on one second.
I filed a VAWA case back in 2018, September 10th.
And also I concurrently file I-485, I-131, and I-765 altogether.
Right.
And it's been like 61 days, 161 days for I filed for I-765, I-131, and I-485. So it's still I'm not hearing nothing from.
You filed a VAWA application. You filed a VAWA adjustment. It's taking over 2 years. That's the problem.
But what about the work authorization or
how long? You should have got it in at least 6 months. How long has it been pending?
Today is 151 days.
151 days. That's what?
5 months and 5 months and 11 days.
Okay, so you should be getting it any day. Any day. Okay, if 6 months goes and you don't have it, then you live in Manhattan. I have an office in Manhattan. Come see me.
Okay, and one more question, sir. Okay, one more question. And I am right now. I have my status. I have a F1 status. Still, I'm going to school. And should I want to keep going to school, or I'm doing ESL course? I finished my associates from a community.
Go to school until they extend VAWA, just in case they don't extend it and you have a problem.
They don't extend yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
I came into the country on vacation visa in October. I got married to a permanent resident in January, and my time is going to be up in April. So I would like to know, what steps do I take to stay here legally?
You can't stay here legally if you're married, especially if your spouse is going to file a visa petition for you. How long has he been a resident?
More than 10 years.
All right. So, I mean, conceivably, you can try to get a student visa. Conceivably, you can try to extend your visitor's visa. But those all have non-immigrant intent. And if your intent is to remain permanently in the United States, you have a problem. Has he applied for his citizenship yet?
Yes, he has applied. He went to do the fingerprint sometime in November, but he's still waiting.
You have to be very careful, because A, you don't want to overstay your time. B, you don't want to make a misrepresentation, and especially if he's filed an I-130 visa petition for you, you can't extend your time, because then you're saying, well, in one hand I'm staying permanently, and in another hand I want to stay temporarily. So there's a lot of careful things that you have to deal with. I would suggest you have a consultation with us, and we can talk about it in greater detail. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Yes, I have my daughter. She's a citizen. Just get citizenship, and she's going to school now. She used to work, and she stopped work, but she's going to school now. Could she file for me?
Yes, she's a citizen. She's over 21. She can file for you. And if she doesn't make enough money, or she doesn't make any money, you could always have an affidavit of support from somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, that is one question. Now, I have another one. I have a granddaughter living with us. I have a visiting visa, me and my wife, but my granddaughter is living with us. Can we carry her to the embassy and get a visiting visa for her also?
You can try. I don't know. Maybe they'll give it. Maybe they won't.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But I can't tell you. Okay.
My sister, she's a DACA student. Her DACA expires in August. And our dad, he filed for our green card, and we're supposed to do the fingerprinting sometime this summer. On Saturday, she got arrested for a petty theft in Walmart and has a court date sometime in May. What are some of the ramifications of that?
Well, hopefully it's a petty offense, and she's found either innocent, or the case is dismissed, or she's found guilty of a petty offense. But she's on DACA now, and she's applying for a green card. You're allowed one petty offense, but you still have to show good moral character. It's never good to be arrested. Okay, but what she wants to be, if this is her only if this would be her only conviction ever, you definitely want to make sure, if it's in New York, that it's a misdemeanor and she does not go to jail. And then that would be considered a petty offense.
They said it was going to be a petty offense. There was no jail time, and it was most likely either community service or a fine.
Then she will still have to prove good moral character, but she'll be able to keep her DACA and should be able to get her green card without a waiver.
Okay, so does she have to do like a waiver for her DACA, no?
Not for a petty offense.
No. Okay,
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got the fingerprints now, and we're waiting for our interview. And my wife is pregnant. She's a citizen, and will give birth anytime now. But we're not sure if the child is mine or not. Now, how this works in this case, and what we can do about it.
Your wife has a child, and she's not sure if it's yours or not?
Yes, she's going to have. she's gonna have soon.
But she's how long have you guys been married?
More than 2 years.
Okay, so she may have cheated on you, is what you're saying.
Well, we had a fight once and we broke up for a few weeks.
I don't. Well, if you're married to her, okay, the law presumes you are the father. So unless it's proven that somebody else is the father, your name goes on the birth certificate as the father, because the law presumes that a child born to a marriage is the child of the mother and the husband and the wife. So the presumption is you're the father. Okay? If you choose to, or if another man chooses to, they can go to court and request paternity test.
Okay, but what is going to be at the interview because I'm not sure if I want my name on the birth certificate longer.
If it is determined that you are not the father and somebody else is the father, and there's a child born out of wedlock, it would lead certainly an immigration officer to question the validity and bona fides of your marriage. But certainly you can rebut that by telling me exactly just what happened. Okay, I see. And I see. I know. I mean, it's going to be the mother's name only. This is what we decided. So we're okay now, but I'm just asking how... the immigration officer is going to think it's a bogus marriage, but you have the right to prove him otherwise.
Well, we have a condo, we have cars, we have lots of things.
Mazel tov. I'm just telling you're telling me what's going to happen, so I'm giving you the answer. Okay? Your wife had a baby with another man while you were married. So the first thing that goes through an immigration officer's mind is you paid this woman to get a green card, and she obviously is in a relationship with some other man, and you're just paying her to get a green card. That's what they're going to believe. Now, it's your job to prove them otherwise.
Okay, I see. And how often is these cases?
How often is what cases?
Like this. I know it's not.
I don't know. I don't have statistics on how many people go in with in marriages with children from other men that happen during a marriage, but it's life. It happens.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right.
I am married to an American citizen, and my son, which is 11 years old, and myself, he petitioned for us last October. So my son got his Social Security card, but I still haven't received mine. But
you got your work permit?
I haven't received anything.
And how long has it been?
But I got the interview date. It has been scheduled.
Your date has been scheduled, or they said that you're going to be scheduled?
I got the notice in the mail with the date of the interview.
All right, good.
But I still haven't received.
All right, so you'll get your green card, and you don't need a work permit then.
Okay, that's just what I want to know because I am worried.
Yeah, well, come see me. I take the worry away. What's going on?
I got a situation here. My wife she's my wife right now, but she's been deported for she's been out of the country for 10 years. Actually, 9, almost 10.
Why was she deported for almost 9, 10 years?
For possession of narcotics.
Okay.
And my intention is to try to bring her back here.
Okay.
Is it possible?
No, not for possession of narcotics. No, you can never come back.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I became a citizen in March of 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I am now trying to bring my parents to the United States. And as I'm filling out this paperwork, I see a question that says, have you ever previously filed a petition for this beneficiary or any other alien? Okay,
right.
I helped my little brother, 15 years old brother, to fill out his B2 visa.
No, that's fine. They're asking if you ever were a petitioner for anybody, and the answer is no.
The next question is, how long after my parents get to the United States can they petition my little brother?
The next day.
Next day?
24 hours later.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
All right, so I have a co-sponsor, right?
Yes.
And for 2018, his W-2 is in the 50s, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Or 17 is in the 40s, but for 2016, he was going to school, so it's not really...
So we got 50s, 40s, and nothing.
Yeah, he has something, it's just a little bit less.
50s, 40s, and a little less. Okay, so what's the question?
Can he still work to be my co-sponsor?
How many people does he have to support?
None.
How many people in your family?
3.
So it'll be a family of 4. Yes, he absolutely can be a co-sponsor.
I applied for VAWA last year, but I haven't received any work permit or anything. Is that something that I should worry about?
Did you file an adjustment with the VAWA?
I have the I-765 and the
I-45? What about an I-485?
I don't think so.
No, okay, so that's why you didn't get a work permit. Because you only get a work permit on VAWA if you file the I-485 and the I-360 and the I-765 together. You have to file an adjustment too. Otherwise, all you can do is wait for the VAWA to be approved, and then they'll give you the work permit. So submit an I-485 as well. They should accept it because you have an I-360 pending.
Okay, but I have another problem.
What?
In 2000, I went and got in to the DMV and got an ID under somebody else's name.
Right.
Do you think that will be a problem?
Yes, if it comes up, absolutely. You committed a fraud. That's a crime.
It's no. Do I gonna be deported? You think?
I don't know. Are you gonna be found guilty of something? Are you gonna tell the whole world on my Facebook page that you just committed a crime? That sounds silly too. Hold on one second.